Hello everybody, thanks for watching this video. In this video we are going to discuss about the BPM config wizard or the BPM config engine, we can say. Like in Portal you have WPS config. They created a BPM config engine in 8.5 version onwards. So how does this is useful? Let us have a quick look. What all things it can do. It can perform multitask. If you can see, it can create profiles, it can create database scripts, tables. Earlier you have to use different commands. You have to use manage profiles command to create profiles, and you have to use create db command to create database scripts, and then you have to call deployment environment wizard for creating deployment environment. These are all things now you can do with BPM config. So it replaces some old tools like db design tool and config node tool, and this is an alternative for them. So this can be used instead of manage profiles or profile management or deployment wizard. How beautiful it is. So all of the work it is doing, this config is doing, BPM config is doing. So if you can just have a look of this section, click quickly. I'll go to my next slide. Right. So overall, you can use BPM config wizard to achieve all those results, same results. Right. Now let's go back to the next slide. So this slide says the new multitask tool BPM config. So usage. What is the syntax? We will call BPM config and then action, type and properties file. The action could be like a create or validate or start server or whatever. The type should be profile, SQL files, like that. The properties file should be SQL files or profile files. So like that. It needs type, action, type and properties file. So creates the profiles, DE configurations, deployment environment configurations for profiles that match the installation path and host name, like that. Validate validates the values in the configuration with the specified properties files. Starts the deployment environment with a given deployment manager profile. Stops the deployment environment with the given deployment manager profile. So let us see now. So execute BPM command on all machines that will participate in deployment environment with the same property file name and with the same command syntax. Like he is executing on DMJAR machine, he is executing on custom profile, calling the BPM config. So now let us see why he is calling. The BPM config command takes an action, an entity type and properties file as an argument. The action of the command can be, like as I said, create, validate, start or stop, and the type of the files are SQL files or profile files, like that. Response files or SQL files. So now some sample property files are provided under VAS home BPM samples config folder. Right, you have some sample files, properties files. You see these are all the sample properties files. Suppose if you want to use a db2 for 3 clusters, you make a copy of this file and edit it accordingly. If you want to make use of db2 for single cluster, take it and edit it. Okay, so like that. Find the sample property file as per your requirement and edit it. Okay, so now what it is doing with system integration bus. So the change here is, won't there be too many destinations now with fewer system integration buses? Previously all other SI buses hosted only few destinations, but for the greatest number of destinations, so hundreds to one or 2000. 100. Earlier it is like that, the 100 system integration buses are mapping to one destination, or sometimes 100 are mapping to 2000 destination existing in SCA system. So the number of destination depends on the number of deployed SCA modules. In version 8.5, with all the destinations for deployment environment sharing a single bus, the overall gating factor for startup failover time is still the same, total number of SCA modules. So in 8.5 what they did, so with all destinations for a deployment environment sharing a single bus, so a single bus they are sharing for entire deployment environment, and but overall the destinations are again total number of SCA modules. So but all destinations are sharing a single SI bus. This is how it's like this. So if you look at the ME cluster here, it is sharing just only one single bus for all of its destinations. How many destinations you have? Based on the number of SCA modules, you have your number of destinations. In this diagram you can see clearly. In old 8.0 you see here 1 2 3 4 5 6 buses you have, but only one bus is enough for entire this cluster, and for another cluster you create another bus. So per cluster or per deployment environment one bus is enough. That is the change here. So how to do troubleshooting with BPM config means, when you run the BPM config for starting, stopping, or for creating a profile, or for executing a database file script, if it got failed, then where can you look at the logs? So like portal config wizard, BPM config wizard has a root and it has logs and it has config folder. Here you will see all your BPM config log files. So by seeing the timestamp and like that you can see the logs, and profile creation logs will go to manage profile section here, and then server logs will go to profile root logs here. So here you go. The BPM config log files are available now in your logs directory of your app server config directory, and a new log is generated each time a BPM config is started and dumps all messages to BPM config timestamp.log file. That is where you can go for troubleshooting. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Bye.